Hello, everybody. It's me, Nate, aka Devil Dog, and I'm back with another game review. This time I'm reviewing Total Chaos. I'm kidding. It's called Total Chaos. But before we get started, please hit that like button. Please hit the bell icon. Please leave lots of comments below. Please subscribe to my channel. And I hope you and every single one of your friends and family and everyone you know have a very, very safe and happy Thanksgiving. But here it is, my review of Total Chaos. It was published by Apogee Entertainment and developed by Trigger Happy Interactive and released on November 20th of 2025 as a shadow drop. That's right, this one just came out of nowhere. You've seen a trailer to it and they're like, oh, by the way, it's already launched. PS5, PC, and Xbox. And like, what exactly is Total Chaos? Well, I'm going to tell you, this is an interesting one, folks. It is a survival horror first-person shooter where you play as a member of the Coast Guard in 1972, where you receive a signal from this weird abandoned boat. So, as you try to get in your boat and rescue him, a huge storm causes you to capsize, and you end up at this island out in the middle of nowhere known as Fort Oasis, an isolated island that was ran by coal miners that all have magically just disappeared. Now, some people out there might look at this and go, why am I getting flashbacks of this? Why does this look like something I've seen and played before? Well, here's the little thing about it I didn't know either. This is actually a long time ago. Back in 2018, a guy named Sam Preble made a mod for Doom 2 and he called it Total Chaos. And that's exactly what this is. You're thinking, what? Yeah, this is a ground up remake of the 2018 game by Sam Preble. Brand new from bells and whistles. It's running on Unreal Engine 5, but it is basically the game that he made as a mod for Doom 2 all those years ago, only this time on Unreal Engine 5 with better frame rates and really good, decent graphics. And the music is by Akira Yamaoka. I probably said his name wrong, but only thing I know is he is one of the people that made music on Silent Hill. Okay, so it does have a really, really good soundtrack to this. Now, there's certain things I have to point out about this. Now, first of all, it is supposed to be a survival horror shooter. And you do get tons of weapons and guns in this. But the problem is, once again, to make the survival horror aspect, it's very difficult. These enemies come after you and they'll kill you rather quickly. It's really kind of your best idea to run from them until you get weapons that are decent enough to take them down. But it's not until later on, because this is a slow burn game. It's quite later on before you even get weapons and have enough ammo to where you can really want to kill these enemies. Because most of the time you just want to run from these fuckers. I mean, it has this mechanic where you can actually make weapons. We get to like a workbench, and if you find the materials that you go around the area, then you combine them. Naturally, like if you want to make a pickaxe, you get the pickaxe head. You get a pole, piece of wood and glue, and you can go there. And it's very rudimentary. It's very clunky. It plays clunky. Honestly, the movement's clunky. Some of the animation's pretty decent, but you can tell this plays like a game from a long time ago. And like I said, it is clunky. I keep saying clunky. And visual, it's a little bit too damn dark, okay? It's a little too dark. I had to raise up my brightness, and even then, it's still too dark. Really, it's all gritty. It's grimy as you go through this area. It's disturbingly gross with some aspects of it, like the best way to play it's a full, like a first-person shooter combined with Silent Hill. And it makes perfect sense why I say that, because that's really what it is. And the fact that they even got the dude from Silent Hill to do some of the soundtrack on here, yeah, it's pretty interesting. It does have some aspects to it, like the game Amnesia, where as you go through, you start kind of hallucinating, and you'll start seeing more disturbing creatures, like the walls turn into people, and the giant people that are chained up, and all these mutilated, weird, sick, twisted monsters that you see. But once you get past that, the first couple jump scares, it's kind of rinse and repeat. Now, I do understand this guy made it by himself in 2018, and it is a good game. It actually is, considering this was from Doom 2 back in the day. And I do like it when they do remakes of older games, and this one actually I would say kind of deserves a remake, but I wish they would have done more with it. I mean, it is a little bit too difficult. It is too clunky. The level designs are the worst part in this. And what I mean by that is not in the visual fidelity aspect, but just overall design. These areas are so maze-like that I had to do what I call cornfielding. Yes, cornfielding. And that's where you just stick to one side. Stick to your right wall or stick to the left wall. Go around and it'll lead you all the way through the area to where you can collect all the items you need so you can get the key to go to the next area. Because that's all this game has to it, is 3 main mechanics. Other than the constant enemies always butt fucking you and smacking you in the head and killing you, the one thing this game has, it's a big problem, is there's only 3 main key aspects. It's go to point A, point B, get a key. Go back to point A, go to point B, get a key, get another key, get another key, flip a switch, flip a switch, flip a switch, flip a switch, flip that motherfucking switch, run, run, run. You got lightning bolt man on your butthole, and he's just gonna keep shooting away until it's a bloody mess. You can't fight him until later on. It's like, oh God, oh my God, this is so challenging. No, it's frustrating. It's not challenging. Once again, I understand when you want to try to make a game that is challenging and you want the survival horror aspect. But once again, this is an old game, and I'm trying to give it a little bit of some extra, pass, because it is just a remake of an old game. But the problem is, I've gotten spoiled. We all have. And when I want to play a game, I want to play a game that, if it's even challenging, that's fine. But not cheap challenging, okay? Not like the enemies hit you so hard, and when you die, you lose your life really easy. You really don't get your life back when you get to a save point. You got to search these areas and know where the enemies are. You got to know where your items are. It's hard to fucking see. And, you flipping switches, you fucking getting keys, you open gates, and then you solve puzzles. Now, the puzzles actually aren't that bad in this. Some of them are kind of neat, how if you have to angle the camera and the items in a certain way to make the image to be able to progress, that I didn't have a problem with. And most of the other puzzles, like flipping switches or gears here or there, you can look around the area and you can find the answer to the puzzle. You can say, okay, this is supposed to be turned up, that's supposed to be turned left, that's supposed to be turned down. That's not an issue I have with this. What I have is when you remake a game from that long ago that is basically a mod from Doom 2, other than just the visual fidelity, you should have updated the whole damn game. You should have worked on the mechanics. You should have done a little bit more with the crafting. You should have maybe tweaked a little bit on the level design, kind of like they did with the Silent Hill 2 remake. There's no reason to keep this archaic maze-like structure design of the game. I understand you're staying true to the original. I get that. But, if I'm playing a new game, I want to have some new things other than just a new coat of paint on it. And that's really all this comes off as. It's just a new coat of paint. It plays clunky. The level designs are shitty as hell. It's 3 main mechanics. It's just flip a switch, flip a switch, flip a switch, push a button, pull a lever, flip a switch, run from the monster, run, run, run. Oh my God, your weapon just broke. You're fucked. You're fucked. And honestly, I want to like a game like this, but I don't like this game. I think the original is actually better because of its clunkiness. The fact that they took the time to make a new version of this on Unreal 5 and they didn't fix the problems that the original had in the first place, I understand it was one guy, but seriously, come on, man. I can see why you shadow dropped this. You shadow dropped it. Because you didn't want people to talk bad about it. And most people actually, it's pretty decent. If you remember the original and you can get used to it, it's pretty decent. But I just don't like games like this. It's not my cup of tea. And you look at the price tag, it's only around $20, $25. So it's a reasonable price, and you get a pretty good long game. I think there's 6 giant areas you go through, around 10, 15 hours long. So you get a good amount of time in this game. It is challenging, and like I said, it's more memorization skills and mundane button pushing and lever switching than anything else. The enemies aren't scary, they're annoying. They're fucking annoying just because the limited ability of weapons and how your weapons break and ammunition's so scarce. Honestly, I didn't find it any sort of survival horror. I just found it annoying. I really did. I wanted to like this game, but it's not my cup of tea. It's not my personal thing. I'm not going to say it sucks. It's obviously a way better improvement than the original back in 2018. Okay, I do love when old games get a new lease on life, But I have to beg of you, when you take the time to actually switch to a Unreal Engine 5 and stuff, take a little time, tweak the levels a little bit, tweak the enemies a little bit, tweak, add stuff to it. Just don't make a visual fidelity improvement of the original game, but keep all the aspects of the original game that were a pain in the ass in it, and that's all this is. It's frustrating to me. It's a pain in the ass. And here's the weird thing. Yes, I can recommend this game. Once again, like I said, this is strictly my opinion of how I feel about it, my experience. But I don't like games like this, okay? That's why you'll never see me do a Souls-like normally. I'm not a fan of those. I do not say that there's nothing wrong with you if you like this game. I can say, hands down, for $20 for the amount of content you get in this and the visual fidelity improvement, definitely, it's worth it. But it's just not my game. I just did not like it. But that's my own personal feeling. Have you heard of Total Chaos? Have you played this game yet? Please leave in the comments below if there's something I missed about this game. Like I said, I don't suck at games. I just don't like games like this. I don't like having a cornfield all the time. I'm going to make another right turn, I'm going to make another right turn, I'm going to make another right turn, and just follow the way around. No, I don't like that. Like I said, modernize the shit, people. Come on, if you're going to do this with another game, modernize it a little bit better, okay? More than just visual fidelity. But that's just my own personal opinion. I'm sorry. This one got me a little hot, a little heated. But that was it. That's it, people. Please leave in the comments below. Please give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Please subscribe to my channel. And once again, here at Devil Dog Gaming, we always end our videos by saying, have fun, play hard, and remember, people, the devil is in the details. Peace out until next time.